For today, we're going to be dealing with the circumcenter. Now, the circumcenter, what I do need to do on one of my segments, I need to cross it at 90 degrees to the middle. So I need to construct my perpendicular bisector. Just to choose a side, I'm going to choose this side on the right. I'm highlighting it so you guys see which side I'm talking about. I'm going to grab my compass. I'm going to center it at one end of the segment. And I'm going to make sure my arc, my pencil, goes past the middle. Right. All I'm gonna do is I want to cross this segment at 90 degrees through the middle. So I have to do an arc on each side of the segment. I'm gonna keep the same aperture of the compass and I'm gonna go to the other end of the segment and I'm gonna do an arc on each side of the segment. If I connect these two intersections, I'm basically crossing my segment at 90 degrees to the middle. Let me do blue for this one. I'm just gonna do a big segment like that. Okay. So I did one segment and I crossed it at 90 degrees through the midpoint. I'm gonna do the same thing to another side. So just for us to know which side I'm gonna be working on, I'm gonna highlight it in orange. I'm gonna be looking at this side. So what I'm gonna do is once again I'm gonna grab my compass. I'm gonna center it, my pencil at one endpoint of the segment, and I'm gonna open my compass such that it goes more than the middle. And I'm gonna do arcs on each side of the segment. So I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go to the other end of the segment. I'm gonna connect my two intersections. In this case, let me do it blue. Now the point where my two segments intersect, this point, let me also call it C for circumcenter. Now we're going to be looking at what's the importance of that point in a minute. So for the front side, I'm just asking you guys to find the circumcenter. I'm giving you guys 6 questions, and that's basically what I expect. So cross each segment at 90 degrees through the midpoint, and the point where they intersect, that will be the circumcenter. Now the question might be, which two sides do I use? Any two sides. If I would have used the bottom side, I would have gotten a point that goes a segment that goes through that same point anyways. So just any two sides. So now on the back side, let me take a look at your number 7, which is my example number 2. And I'm gonna start it the same way as I'm doing the front. I'm just gonna choose a side. So for us to know which side I'm talking about, I'm gonna be looking at this side. Or highlighted it so we can see which side I'm talking about. I'm gonna put my compass at the end of the segment. I'm gonna make sure my pencil goes more than the middle, and I'm gonna do an arc on each side. I'm gonna bring my compass to the other end of the segment, and I'm gonna do an arc on each side. Once I see my two intersections, I connect them, and I go like that. Now, if I look at another side, just to choose a side, I'm gonna choose this other side. So once again, I'm gonna highlight it so we see which side I'm talking about. I wanna cross that side at 90 degrees through the middle. So I'm gonna grab my compass. I'm gonna center it at one end of the segment. Make sure my compass goes more than the middle. And I'm gonna do an arc here and an arc there. I'm gonna go to the other end of the segment. I'm gonna do, so I have to center, keep the same aperture of the compass. I'm gonna do an arc here and an arc there. And I know once I connect them, I know my intersections, they're gonna be crossing this segment at 90 degrees through the middle. Now, what I'm going to do, like on the front side, that point where they intersect, let me do it in blue. This point where they intersect, we call that the circumcenter. Now, the important thing of the circumcenter, I'm gonna center my compass there. I'm gonna open it such that my pencil touches one of the corners, and then I'm gonna do a circle all the way around. Now, the important thing of this is that my circle should be touching every corner of the triangle. So that's the importance of the circumcenter. So on the front side, just find the circumcenter. Remember, all I did was I did the perpendicular bisector of two segments, and right where they intersect, that's the circumcenter. Now on the back side, I find the circumcenter. That's going to be the center of my circle, and I make sure my pencil touch a corner of the triangle. Doesn't matter which one, since it should cross through all three, and then make a circle. My circle should be touching each corner of the triangle. Sometimes the circumcenter is going to be inside of the triangle, sometimes it might be outside. Depends on the triangle.